Hello, I'm here to talk about yoga. Yoga can make a big, big difference in your life, not only your life, but the life of others. 4 years ago, I broke my neck, and they put in screws at the back of my head and way down below, and they bolted them all together, so now I cannot move my head up or down. You might say I'm all screwed up, but I still wanted to play tennis and I wanted to live a good life. I wanted to be forever young. So I turned to yoga, and yoga has made a big difference in my life. I also invented a special kind of yoga. It's called finger yoga. And finger yoga has many, many uses, and it's good for you, and it's also good for the people around you. It creates an aura effect, and other people are already affected. Let me show you how it works. Let's use the example of tennis. You want a good grip on your racket, right? So you need strong fingers. You also want a good grip on your opponent's psyche, which is very important for tennis. And you can use finger yoga to achieve that as well. Here's how it works. You first use your tennis hand, and you hold it up like this. Then you flex your thumb. Then you flex your little finger. Then you flex your ring finger. And then you flex your index finger. This finger doesn't need to be flexed because it's in the middle. And you do this before the game, you do this during the game, and you do this after the game. And it will have a strong grip for you, and it will affect your opponent's thinking. Finger yoga can be abbreviated to FY. So what happens is, if your opponent comes to you and sees you doing strange things with your hand, you can look him in the eye, and then you can say, "This is what you meant," and then you tell him FY. And you know what FY stands for, don't you? It means fooled you, but don't let that secret go. There's a few other uses for finger yoga. For example, if you're sitting in a classroom and your teacher says, "Okay, tell me what is the capital of Tanzania?" What you do is this. Or you're arguing with your spouse and you're losing the argument and you want to get a little relaxation, so what you do is this. Very, very effective. I'll give you still another example. Let's say it's Christmas time, and you go to Costco and you buy one of those fresh cut trees. It's like December 5th or so, and you bought the tree and you take it home. Pretty soon the tree starts to turn brown, the leaves start to fall off, etc. So it's quite disappointing. So maybe January 2nd or so, the tree is all brown. You take it back to Costco. They have a no questions asked 30-day return policy. So you take your tree and you give it back to them. And if they refuse to accept it, as many stores give you a really hard time, then you can resort to finger yoga. Same basic principle. Very, very effective. You will guaranteed get your tree money back. Now, there's one last thing I want to say, is that finger yoga has helped me stay very young, very active. If people tell you you're too old to do anything, you're 72 years old, you're over the hill, finger yoga will help clear the air. If people tell you that you're too old to use YouTube, finger yoga will help clear the air. It is very, very effective in many, many things. Feel free to use it. It doesn't cost anything. It'll improve everything that you're doing, and it'll improve everything else other people are doing around you. Now, FY stands for finger yoga. right? But FY stands for one other thing, and that's what my purpose in life is. FY stands for forever young. Thank you. Namaste.